Here's the second most important email from the Epstein files. Subject line, prepare for pandemics. Written on March 19th, 2015. In that email it says, let's discuss next steps. For example, how to involve the World Health Organization. I hope we can pull this off. Then in 2019 came Event 201, a simulation of a global pandemic to see how each organization should react. Like how to counter the anti-vaxxers and the spread of misinformation. That was sponsored by Bill Gates, by the way. And in early 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic happened, one of the biggest scams in modern history. Now we know that Bill Gates and Epstein were close because in another email, Gates is asking Epstein to give him antibiotics to slip to his then wife Melinda because he may have given her STDs that he caught on Epstein Island.
Apparently Jeffrey wrote an email to himself.
What? And then they gave that guy the mandate to push vaccines on all of us. And to add insult to injury, we the people have to watch his ass walk freely and lecture us on climate change at the World Economic Forum. Now this is not a moment for us to tell the people who didn't believe us, I told you so. It's a moment for all of us to come together and push back against these evil, deceptive, miserable rats.
Inmate named William McLean, also known as July Justine Shelby?
Yes, I know who you're referring to.
Okay. Mr. McLean raped a child, didn't he?
30 years ago, the petitioner in the habeas case before me...
Did he rape a child?
He pled guilty to that crime, yes, it's abhorrent.
And then he raped a 17... He raped a little boy, right?
I believe that's correct. I believe he pled guilty to two acts of sexual violence.
And then he raped a 17-year-old girl, right?
Again, this case was handled by the state court in Indiana, but
I'm just asking you the facts.
I believe...
Don't stall on me now. Did he rape a 17-year-old girl or not after raping a 9-year-old boy?
I believe that's what he pled guilty to.
Okay, and then he went to prison, didn't he?
Yes, the petitioner was...
And then he came out and he sent child porn, basically adults raping little children, to another sex offender. And he was sent back to prison, right?
The petitioner pled guilty to...
Was he sent back to prison?
Well, that case was in the federal system, so...
Was he sent back to prison?
Yes, this time to federal prison.
Thank you. And then he decided to transition, and he became a female and started going by July Justine Shelby. Is that right?
Yes.
And Miss Shelby said, I don't want to go to a male prison. I want to go to a female prison. And the Board of Prisons said, what planet did you parachute in from? You're going to a male prison with this kind of record. And you sent him to a female prison, didn't you? You said that the Board of Prisons was trying to violate Ms. Shelby, former Mr. McLean's constitutional rights, didn't you?
I issued a report and recommendation to the district judge recommending that the district judge transfer the petitioner to a women's facility.
Mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul, let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.